Okay, folks, so now we're going to take the next step. After you've filled all of this in for all of the other elements on the periodic table, and you've checked it, we are going to look at the structure for each of these elements based on the number of protons, neutrons, and electrons that you have calculated. So, first of all, recall that protons and neutrons, which are these guys here, are all inside the nucleus. So we're going to be putting those here. So this right here, you can't see it very well in this particular video, but this is P for protons. And this is N for neutrons. And so there are 15 protons and there are 16 neutrons inside the nucleus of a phosphorus atom. So this is the nucleus, which I'm putting in purple, just like I had put written nucleus in purple there. All right, so that's the nucleus. Now, let's take a look at the electrons. Now, electrons, of course, as you recall from your readings, I'm sure, have energy levels, right? So this right here is energy level number 1. And then, of course, you've got energy level 2. And you've got energy level number 3. Now, the way that atoms are structured, the first energy level can hold a maximum electrons of 2. A maximum of 2 electrons. The second energy level can have a maximum of 8 electrons, and the third energy level will have a maximum of 8 electrons. Now, the way they go in is exactly like this. Remember, we have 15 that we need to do, right? So we have 15 electrons total. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put the electrons into the first energy level. The first energy level is going to contain a maximum of 2 electrons, and those are going to be paired. All right? So we are going to now subtract 2 electrons. That was the first energy level. So now we need to put in 13 more. Right? To be full. The next ones go in a very specific way. Electrons do not pair until they are forced to. So it's a bit like people getting on a bus, all right? So if you get on a bus and you have, say, here's your bus, all right? And then your bus has got, I don't know, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seats, okay? So the first person to get on this bus may sit there, right? The next person to get on the bus is not going to come onto the bus and sit down next to that person, are they? That's going to be really weird if they do that. So the next person may sit down here, and then here, and then here, and then here, and then here, and now you have 6 people on the bus, right? Well, the next person to get on that bus is not going to have a choice. They are going to have to sit next to somebody. So perhaps they're going to sit here. And then the person after that here, and then here, and then here, and then here, and finally everybody's paired up. Well, electrons are exactly the same way. So the second energy level can hold a maximum of 8, and so they're going to go in like this. They're going to go in on, say, the north, then the east, then the south, then the west, right? Like it's a map, yeah, with north is up, yeah. And then you've got east, and you've got south, and you got west, like you're looking at a map. Now, that's only 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So now, when the next ones go on, they don't have a choice. They have to pair up. 5, 6, 7, 8. So now I have put on 8 more electrons. Okay? So that means my 13, I have put on another 8 electrons. Those are in the second level. 8 minus 13 is 5 electrons more. Okay, now these are going to go into the third level, right? But they're going to go in with the same rule. Electrons do not pair until forced to. So the first one's going to go, say, on the north, and then another one on the east, and on the south, and on the west. And that's 4 of them, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. The fifth one is going to be forced to pair. Now you can put it any of these places, is fine, but most people will put it there at the top, like where you began. And so phosphorus is going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 electrons, just like we wanted, and it will have 5 on the outside shell, and it will be 1 pair and 1, 2, 3 that are not paired. And that's the way you do electron structure for atoms. So please finish your table and show it to me when you're done. Good luck.